I am 41 years old, single, without kids, living in a van outside my mom's house. But I'm on the next chapter of my life. I'm currently building a tiny home next door, like literally next door to my mom. This is my tiny home I'm building, and it's literally next door to my mom's house. This is my mom. Mom, you happy that I'm moving next door?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Desert Cast. You see here we've gathered, all of us, all the boys. But wait a minute, where are the ladies? You know, I used to have so many comments of women in the past. And when I say so many, I mean 3 per video. But hey, where are the ladies? I don't see female comments anymore. Have you stopped watching, ladies? I mean, I get it. My commentary, especially recently, has been quite harsh towards the females, towards the XX chromosome gender. And even still, maybe you don't relate to these harpies that we cover, but I get it. To have someone bash on your gender on a daily basis can be quite hard, you know? So I get it. But if you're still here, let me know. But now, gentlemen, let's move on to our TikToks. And before we move on to our next TikToks and to our article story, which is a guy being cheated on after 4 years, you don't want to miss that story. We just gotta watch this again. Alright, because this is not okay. Now, I know what you're thinking, Hidan, this has to be a skit. This has to be irony. No, guys, I checked her profile. She's some sort of influencer. And this video is absolutely true. So, let's watch it again.
I am 41 years old, single, without kids, living in a van outside my mom's house. But I'm on the next chapter of my life. I'm currently building a tiny home next door, like literally next door to my mom. This is my tiny home I'm building.
Guys, this is not okay. Right? This thing here, I've had girlfriends who are more stable than whatever this is. Please, madam, don't go live there. What is this? Guys, I've seen houses right after a tornado that look more stable than this. Please don't go live there.
Building, and it's literally next door to my mom's house. This is my mom. Mom, you happy that I'm moving next door?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very, very happy, yeah. Jeez, why are you doing this to your mother? Her mother, guys, got her home in order, made children, you know, and is now wanting to live her golden years. And you go there and you plant that little shit in her garden to mess the view, to mess her garden, and you just show up there. And you ask her, hey, are you happy about this? And she's like, yeah. Well, the best TikTok of the month. Ladies, come on now. This woman, go find a man. Holy crap, go make a life of your own. What are you doing? Living with your mother at 40. Oh, I'm 40 and childless. Jeez. Well, gentlemen, let's move on to our next TikTok.
Unfortunately, I can't keep shit casual. The second I like a man, I've gotta bake him a cake. I've gotta bake him something. Like, I cannot just be casual. No, I like you. Yep. You're getting chocolate covered strawberries. You're getting a cake. You're getting cupcakes. You're getting cookies. I can't help it. I'm just a woman. Like, that, I just have to. I even cut the strawberries. I'm so fucking embarrassed. I cut the strawberries into hearts. Like, stand up. Oh my god.
Well, gentlemen, what are you waiting for? We have women here. We have society crawling with women, over-flooded with women who are traditional and don't have large body counts, and they see you, they go on a second date with you, and they're already baking you a cake with heart-shaped strawberries, alright? Guys, what are you waiting for? We're all here whining, oh, women today, modern women. Look at them. They're so charming and genuinely beautiful. They are, guys, they are angels, alright? So what are you waiting for? Now, to be fair, I checked this woman's profile just to see if on the next TikTok she's going to be complaining about her 76th date of the month going wrong. And no, that's not the case. In fact, I didn't find any TikTok that was about her talking about dating, so we don't know the current state of whether she's single or not. We don't know her body count and all that. So look, I'm not gonna make assumptions, got nothing to base them on, but just to make a general point, not talking about this woman. Women are not like that, alright? It's just the truth. Modern women, guys, are not like that. This woman probably made this video to make some content and receive some likes, which I get it. She's a content creator, that's what she's doing. But the general point is, women are not like that. If women were like that, where they are genuinely attracted to a guy, not only because he has a six-pack or a 6-digit bank account, alright? If they were genuinely attracted to him and liked him because of his personality, and they found something special in him that they don't find other guys, and they baked him a cake, holy crap, that's like the cherry on top of the cake, you know? Like, guys will be fighting over for these women, you know what I mean? So the standards are not that high. Just don't be delusional. And hey, if you bake a cake, that's like that man is going to be bragging to his friends about you, you know? But we don't have many women like these in our society. So gentlemen, let's move on to our next TikTok before the article stories. And this one, I haven't watched it, just read the title. Men are not intimidated by you, says this woman. Can you believe it, guys? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's irony. Let's take a look.
If a lot of men approach you on a night out, it might be because you look easy. This is going to be a tricky one to explain, and you guys are probably going to eat me alive, but oh well, let's get into it. I think a lot of women have over-categorized their physical appeal because men approach them often. Now, remember I said you do not take a man's word, you take his action, because men chat shite. So what happens is men will approach certain types of women because of the way they look. And I don't even mean in terms of prettiness, I mean in terms of accessibility. A lot of women look easy. A lot of women look like you can take them home that night. Now, I am not judging anyone for being a fun time, a good girl, a city girl. Listen, in my heart, I am a city girl. But if on your night out, you're standing...
Guys, I know that you already know this about me, but I hate this, oh, but I'm not judging. Why? Aren't we allowed to share our opinions? I'm not saying that you should chase with an axe these women that dress like 304s, but give your damn opinion. I'm gonna do it. Women who dress like 304s are 304s. And I'm not gonna say, oh, I'm not judging, you can be whoever you can be. You can be whoever you can be, alright? Legally. And if I do something about it, I'm gonna go to jail. So I'm not gonna do anything about it, alright? But I will judge, yes, I will judge. I think that society lacks judging, alright? Like, people should be more judgeful. People should bring back bullying, you know what I mean? When someone is dressed like a 304, point your finger towards him and laugh, because it's miserable, it's pathetic, right? This is why women in the past... Guys, play any video from the 1920s and see how women were dressed. With elegance, with class, you know? Because if back then you were dressed like a 304, people will know that you are a 304. Yet in today's society, we have women who are dressed even more provocatively than the street workers in the 1920s. And today that's like normal, you know? Today that's like the norm. So bring back judgment and bring back bullying, because that's what's kept society in the past normal, right? Stop with this, no, I don't want to judge. Stop being a kiddie about it. Just judge, say your opinion. Again, I'm not saying you should go and fight these people. No, just say your opinion, say the truth. That's the truth. Stop dressing like 304s, because men will view you as 304s. And if that's what you want, then admit to it and stop crying about it. You know what I mean, guys? Now let's continue.
On your night out, you're standing on the chair, the table, the middle of the room, shaking your ass. I personally am not judging, but that man is going to categorize you a certain way because your behavior is sexual. Twerking is sexual. I get it can be just for yourself and your friends, but men see it as sexual, I should say. So if a man thinks that you're already giving sexual vibes, he's going to be more open to wanting to talk to you because he's going to feel like he's going to have a better success rate or a quicker way to get you in the bed.
True. Right? Twerking is absolutely S3-actual. Wearing revealing clothes is provocative. And women always say, oh, but I don't do it for men. Alright, but that doesn't change the fact, does it? You know? Like, sandals are not a classy type of shoe. So if I wear sandals to a... What was this name when someone dies? Damn it, I forgot the word. Well, anyways, guys, you know, the ceremony when someone dies. If I go there with sandals, people are gonna look bad at me because it's disrespectful. And if I say, oh no, but I still respect the person, it doesn't change the fact. It's disrespectful. This is why you don't go to this event where they bury someone dressed like a clown, because your intentions don't matter. It's what you show outwardly, you know? So to all these women saying, oh, but I don't do it for men. Alright, doesn't change the fact though, you know? And people will say, look, they always try to get relative about it. Oh, but in Africa, there are certain tribes where women go, you know, with their breasts hanging out, and it's not viewed as S3-actual there. Yeah, but we don't live in those tribes though, right? Like, adapt to your culture. If you go to Arabia, there is a certain dress code for women that doesn't apply in Europe, America. If you go to Africa, there is another dress code which doesn't apply here. So yeah, in Africa, it's not S3-actual because people are used to seeing women with their breasts hanging out. But here, it's not the culture. So I don't care about your little shitty argument about, oh, but it's relative, but I don't mind it. No, it's adapt to the culture, all right? And yes, the culture changes, but it reaches a point where, you know, like the way I mean, guys, is people in the past, like a century ago, women went to the beach and they weren't dressed remotely as to what women going to the beach now wear. And I get that things changed. So if I was born, well, I was born 4,000 years ago, I'm not a good option. I'm not a good option for an example, but if you guys were born a century ago, you wouldn't view as normal women going with a bikini to the beach. Nowadays, you view it as normal because you've grown accustomed to it. So I get that the whole thing changes. That doesn't mean that we should normalize young women, and when I say young, I mean 12 years, alright, kids, little girls, dressing like how street workers dress, alright? I hope the point is clear, but let me know what you think, guys. Now let's continue.
So there are a lot of beautiful girls who get approached by men because they give off a certain vibe that makes men think they're easily accessible. However, on the same hand, there are a lot of gorgeous, gorgeous girls who do not get approached by men. And it's not because they're pretty, and it's not because they're not attractive and the men wouldn't want to entertain them. It's because maybe you look too expensive. Because do not get it twisted. A man will look at you and do quick maths. And if he feels like I'm going to have to spend a lot of money to entertain this girl to get what I want, that is definitely a turn off for a lot of men. Not the men with the bag, but a lot of men, you can look too expensive for them. I also hear women say a lot on this app, oh, men are intimidated by me. Men have told me they're intimidated by me. Baby, a man is never going to open up his mouth and tell you he's intimidated by you because you are a woman. That's not to say men can't be intimidated by you, but if he's telling you out of his mouth, he is giving you some good word salad to frazzle your brain. Now, men who are intimidated by you will not approach you. So there's a man that could think you are the most beautiful thing, you have so much going for you, but he's just not going to approach you because he knows where he is and where you are, it doesn't make sense for you. So that is how men show you they're intimidated by you, by the way. They just stay clear of you. Now, I'm not saying this is right or this is fair. I'm just saying this is what it is. So be conscious of it, be aware of it, be aware of what energy you're putting out. Make sure the energy you're putting out is the energy you want to get back, because men definitely react to energy. And also, let's stop putting our confidence in our beauty on men approaching us, because, baby, a lot of us are too fly for them. Let's be real. Now, like I always say, There's always an exception to the rule. For best results, assume it's not you.
I mean, guys, let's be honest. Women can't live without men's attention and validation, right? It's just the case. There are exceptions, of course, but the vast majority of women, guys, if they are not shown attention or validation, or if men don't stare at them on the street, which is another way of showing validation, guys, they will feel so crappy about themselves, alright? I tell you what, it's not the same for men, maybe because men are used to it, maybe because they have a different mindset. I mean, men still feel bad when they don't receive any female attention, but not to the point where a woman will feel that way, you know? But this woman is absolutely true, guys. I don't know how... This post has 300 likes. 300,000 likes. So apparently the ladies have finally understood, at least some of them, that they are not intimidating. Intimidating is just not the word for it. Some guys are shy, some guys feel awkward or nervous or whatever. Intimidated is not the word. No man who isn't a soy boy who likes to get plastic in places where plastic shouldn't be, no man is actually intimidated by some women. Alright? But the thing she said, guys, is very true, and this is something that Taylor refers to as boxes, right? That men put women in different boxes, and that's just the case. As women, they have to market themselves, right? If you market yourself by putting suggestive photos on Instagram and by focusing all your attention, energy, and time on your physical attractiveness, that's what men are going to view you as. Just an S3X toy, because that's what you are. You're a doll to them. You have nothing else to offer, right? If instead you focus on other things, which immediately makes it that focusing on your superficial appearance is not a, you know, main thing for you, is not the utmost priority, then men are going to view you as something more, alright? Like, a lot of the times, guys, when these women whine about cat calling and all that, they're doing it to themselves. You know what I mean? But guys, let me know what you think. Now let's move on to our article story, and there's the first one. So I already told you it's about a guy getting cheated on, but before that, we're gonna read a very short one. That is, girls that train with male personal trainers. A lot of people I talk to tell me personal trainers have really bad reputations for sleeping with their clients. True. Not gonna lie, lots of trainers I see in the gym seem like complete douchebags, and it baffles me how women actually train with these types of men. What do you guys think? Will it turn you off to see a girl training every day with a douchey trainer? Women, do you have any personal experience with trainers? Alright guys, what do you think about this? Now, let's analyze the facts. Cheating, when cheating happens, alright, most of the times it's either with a neighbor, either with a trainer or yoga trainer or something like this, you know, like some women having a tutor was the word, a trainer, whatever, and traveling. Like, those are the three occasions in which cheating happens the most. And yes, also it's true that these personal gym trainers, a lot of them sleep with women, alright? I've only had one personal trainer in my life, and I asked him, do you sleep with women? And he told me yes. He told me that he sleeps with a lot of them. So that's my personal experience. Even without that personal experience, I just know that it's the case, alright? So, guys, when you have this gut feeling, or when you are concerned about your woman cheating on you, women will tell you that you are insecure. But let me tell you, there's nothing insecure about analyzing the facts and having a concern. That doesn't mean that you should stalk her. That doesn't mean that if you trust your woman, you should still be concerned or thinking about it all the time. I mean, in the end, it comes down to the woman, right? Because even if she has a personal trainer and he wants to sleep with her, if she doesn't want to, nothing will happen, yeah? So it's just like any other guy trying to get her in bed. If she's loyal to you, nothing will happen. I'm not saying you should be paranoid about it if you trust your woman, but it's just the case that when women cheat, a lot of the times it's with personal trainers and people like these, right? So having a concern over, for example, a girlfriend that you've been just 2 months with and the trust is not built is absolutely normal, and nobody should tell you that you are insecure about it. The people who, guys, the blue-pilled guys who think like, oh, I'm not going to be insecure about it. Yeah, they get cheated on a lot. But But talking about cheating, guys, let me know what you think about this. And let's move on to our next article, which is titled, "After 4 years, I got cheated on." So I, 25-year male, so he started this relationship at 21. Was being cheated on for a month by my girlfriend, 25 female. And I found out last night. I followed my instincts when I sensed something wrong. There you go. Instead of saying, "Oh no, I'm not gonna be insecure," follow your gut, follow your instincts. The way she was behaving, the way she took offense to everything I said, the way she'd sweep away my concerns, the way she was speaking to me or lack thereof. Guys, just a pause here. The way you find out about these things and then the way you confirm that cheating has been done is by women getting emotional, right? When you got nothing to hide and there's no cheating happening, when you accuse them of it, they'll just tell you, no, that's not the case. They will be rational about it. They will be calm. And yeah, they'll get a little nervous because of the accusation, but you can clearly sense the difference when they get defensive about it, you know? And when they get all in their feelings. When they do that, guys, I want you to understand that it's over. That yes, they have cheated. And it's the same for other crimes like stealing, for example. I mean, think of this. You go to a store, and then when on your way out, the officer, whoever is there, tells you, "Hey, I must check your bag." If you haven't stole anything, you're gonna say, "All right, you're not afraid of anything, right?" If you have stolen something, though, then you start getting all emotional. "Oh, why do you want to check my bag? Are you accusing me?" I've seen this so many times in stores where someone gets defensive about it, and everybody around him knows that because of his emotional reaction, yes, he indeed is hiding something in his bag. So always judge by that. I am completely broken, I continue, and don't have anything to lose. I gave my all to this relationship, stayed loyal, and I truly love this girl. 4 years of my life took just one night for another guy. Very devastating, very disgusting. And this is something that a lot of women also say, like, "Yeah, I've been messing around for the past 20 years, but now I'm ready to settle down." It's like, no. You want me to build a relationship for years when other guys have gotten what they wanted in one day, in one night? So all the guys, the 20 guys you've slept with before me, it took them one night to get what they wanted, yet I have to build this relationship for years? No, thank you. Continuing on. Last night, all my instincts and my gut made me check her phone, which I never do, even though she's checked mine multiple times before and didn't have anything to hide, and she didn't find anything either. But I checked and my life crumbled that instant. She was dead against cheating for as long as I knew her, until she ended doing the exact thing she swore to me that she hated. Again, this, guys, always judge women and people in general by their actions, not by their words. A lot of people are real big when it comes to talk, but if you have a gut feeling that they may cheat, just keep that in the back of your mind, alright? Just because they say, and they are really serious about, "Oh, I'd never do that," don't trust them. Just follow your gut. I end the story, and I know for a fact that I know for a fact that I can never ever trust another woman again, and I know that I'll never be able to love like that again. I don't know what to do now. So this guy is very devastated. This story was from 18 hours ago, so it happened recently. And guys, let me just say that we have this trend recently in our article stories of men who are ride or die, right? Again, I'm asking the ladies. You complain all the time about where are the good men, why are all players? It just shows, when you take a look at society, most men are ride or die type of men. They want long relationships, they want one relationship to lead to marriage and kids and have the old traditional life. Men are not players. Yes, you have a very small substract of men that are players. Most of guys are not like this, right? Just to make that clear. But gentlemen, have you been cheated on? Let me know down in the comments. I remember, guys, at a team building event, we were like 5 men in a car, and I asked the question, "Have you been cheated on?" And all 5 of us said yes, right? So I think the people that have been cheated on, the amount is like very large in terms of percentages. So guys, you let me know, has it happened to you? Do you want to share that story? If you want to, I'll read it. And, you know, we'll talk about that in our little community. But now let me read some of the comments before we finish off the video. One here says, it'll be hard to trust again, but just know that there's women out there wishing for a guy like you to love. Take the time you need, but don't let your ex rob you of your future life. Another one says, I hope there are no children. Move on and never look back. Don't judge all women based on her. There are no kids, the original poster says. And guys, the green flag about this man is that he moved on, alright? There are no, what should I do? He has moved on, it's over, right? He found out it's over. This is what you should do. As a man, as a woman, you get cheated on, it's over. Now, if you have kids, the thing changes a bit. But guys, if you don't have kids, please, for the love of God, please leave that relationship. Don't stay there. Even if it's your first relationship, people in their first relationship, if they get cheated on, they tend to stay. Very big mistake, guys. Never stay, especially if you don't have children. You have no reason under this sky to stay with that massive red flag. And this is the last one I read, guys. This is a bit long of a reply, but since I think that a lot of you watching have been cheated on, I think this comment is actually nice. It's crazy how the instinct works. I similarly had a sense to check her phone, never did in 2 years of relationship, hated the idea of doing that, and found what she did last night with our mutual friend that she apparently found ugly and uninteresting. Truly effing sucked. This is something that I've also noticed. A lot of the times, women refer to men that they are actually attracted to as, they will call them obscene or, you know, very aggressive or, no, I don't like them, stuff like that. Then they end up sleeping with him. Make sense of that. What's going on to happen now is actually very interesting. Maybe you can even call it fun. You're crazy enough. First few days or the first 2 weeks are going to feel empty as hell. Don't want to do anything, even alcohol or other substances won't help. Then a lot of things are going to change. Your habits, routine, more free time. At first you will be forced to embrace them and you won't enjoy it probably. But soon with time, after 3-4 weeks, it will start feeling like a new season of a TV show has started. Life will be different, and that's maybe the fun part. Change your life is what makes life exciting. Unfortunately, during breakup cheating situations, you don't appreciate the change because you were forced into it unexpectedly and got deeply hurt too. But look at all the people that went through similar experiences. Everyone comes out of it. It gets better. Talk to your parents or someone older about it. Very good advice. This is very good advice. They've been through the same situations, maybe even worse, and see how they are holding up. Pay attention. How can they talk about it freely and realize that it will be nothing eventually? Focus on the positive side of getting cheated on. Treat it as a life lesson which will make you better at choosing the next one. Guys, the positive aspect about getting cheated on is that it ended, right? People who cheat, they are a lost cause. And I know that some people, when they get cheated on, they think about the past. Oh, damn it, I've wasted 4 years. The positive is that you didn't waste 6, right? So think of it in terms of potential. Yes, you've wasted 4 years of your life, but potentially you could have lost 6. Potentially you could have lost 8, because people who cheat in the long run, they are never a good option. You could have been in a marriage with this one, you could have had kids, you could have been cheated on 30 years from now, right? So when they cheat, look at the potential, guys. When it comes to not trusting women ever again, that is not the issue here. You have to realize that the problem is that people suck, not just women. You can love a friend, male, like a brother, and he might betray you or hurt you as hard as a woman. Humans make mistakes or do stupid, hurtful crap constantly. It's important to acknowledge that. You can never trust someone 100% in anything. Trusting your next woman will come with a risk, as does anything. Guys, I agree with this point. Men can betray you as well, your best friend, absolutely. The thing with women though is, if a friend betrays you, what do you lose? You lose your friendship, you lose trust, you get hurt, absolutely. But with women, there is a whole legal machinery that will support a woman even if she cheats, right? What I mean by that is, when a friend betrays you, the negatives are very hurtful, but they're only a few. If a woman wants to trash your life, she can take away your money, she can take away your children, she can take away your house, alright? The risk is not the same. The hurt may be the same of getting betrayed, but the things that a woman can do to you with the court system backing her up another sort of risk. I continue now. That is the unfortunate truth, but you can't let it control you and make you paranoid. You have to take risks, accept the change comes unexpectedly, and with more experience in life you will become collusioned to getting cheated on, for example. Collusion doesn't mean it won't suck, just going to suck less, where it will be manageable to live your life normally in case something happens. From someone with a similar experience, I promise you will be happy, you will trust and love, 2-3 months and you will be a better person than before. But you have to put in the work, be mindful of your emotions and decisions. Of course, one day at a time, but you have to live through it. Don't just completely distract yourselves from thinking about this situation. The more you will think about it, actually will make it go away faster. Make your mind bored about thinking about it. That helps. So here ends the advice, guys. Again, it was a long comment, but since I know that a lot of you have been cheated on or are maybe even going through it right now, I thought that it's a very helpful comment, guys. Yeah, being very good at adapting to life is one of the best things that a person can possess, in my opinion, especially for a man. You have to know to adapt. Life changes all the time, especially in recent years. Technology, dating has changed. Holy crap, dating has changed a lot, right? Communications, friendships, everything has changed. As men, as people in general, have to adapt, right? And it goes the same for cheating. Yes, it's hurtful, and I think that people should dwell in their pain when they get cheated on just a bit, alright? Just to not cope about it. You have to dwell in your pain, and it's actually gonna make you learn the lessons better. But outside of that, don't focus on the pain for too long. Just think of the wider picture. Think of the end of the tunnel, right? The sun will shine again. You'll learn from this. You'll probably never pick women like these again. And it will make you a better person. A lot of people have gone through cheating. That's the good thing when it comes to your personal experience. That when you get cheated on, you think that life will end. You think that it's over. You think, what am I going to do now? I think that millions of people have went through it and have ended up well on the other side of it, alright? So gentlemen, leave me your opinions below. Thank you for joining me and Ampool. Ladies, gentlemen, hope you have all a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.